So today, we're diving deep into the science behind our most compulsive habits. We're going to be pulling a lot from Dr. Anna Lembke's amazing work on dopamine.
You know that feeling, right? That magnetic pull to check your phone one more time, to scroll just a little further, or to watch just one more episode. You tell yourself, okay, I'm gonna stop, but then a few minutes later, you're right back at it. And here's what's absolutely crucial to get, right from the start. This is not some kind of moral failing. It's not about being weak or lacking willpower. It's actually a feature of your brain, a powerful, ancient mechanism that's just, well, it's completely overwhelmed by the world we live in today. This quote from Dr. Lembke just nails it. It perfectly captures the problem. Think about it. Our brains are wired for a world where rewards were scarce. But now, we live in a rainforest of dopamine, absolutely flooded with an endless supply of things that feel good. Our wiring is just totally mismatched for our environment. Okay, so how does this actually work inside our heads? To really get a handle on our compulsive urges, we have to look at this key principle that's hardwired into our brains, the pleasure-pain balance. At the very heart of this is a biological drive called homeostasis. Now, the easiest way to picture this is to imagine a teeter-totter, or a seesaw, in your brain. Your brain's number one job, its top priority, is to keep that teeter-totter perfectly level, right at a neutral baseline. It works incredibly hard to keep things in balance. So here's how the brain does it. When you experience something pleasurable, like eating a piece of chocolate or getting a bunch of likes on a post, that teeter-totter tips to the pleasure side. But your brain immediately works to restore balance. How? By tipping an equal and opposite amount to the pain side. That little come down you feel or that subtle craving for more? Yeah, that's your brain literally forcing that teeter-totter back to level. Now, here's where it gets wild. With repeated exposure to that same pleasure, this process goes into overdrive. Dr. Lembke uses this fantastic metaphor. Imagine little gremlins hopping on the pain side of your teeter-totter every single time you seek pleasure. At first, they hop off when you're done. But if you keep going back for more gremlins show up. And eventually, they stop leaving. They set up camp, permanently tilting your baseline balance to the side of pain. This creates what's called a chronic dopamine deficit. And it's a state where you need your drug not to feel good, but just to feel normal again. And listen, we're not just talking about the big, scary stuff like illegal drugs or alcohol. This exact same pleasure-pain mechanism applies to a whole range of everyday behaviors that have become our modern addictions. I mean, just think about it. The endless scroll on your phone gives you these little, unpredictable rewards that keep you hooked. Binge watching a show? It uses cliffhangers to create this tension that only the next episode can relieve. Even something like workaholism can fit this model. You get that high from closing a big deal, the balance tips, and pretty soon the absence of that high starts to feel like pain, driving you to work even harder. All of these things tap into that same pleasure-pain balance, turning normal activities into powerful compulsive loops. So if we're living in this dopamine-drenched world, and our brains are constantly being tilted towards pain, what in the world can we actually do about it? Well, the good news is there are concrete, actionable things you can do to help reset that balance. And the first step, well, it requires a dedicated chunk of time for one single reason: to let your brain heal. And that period of healing is the cornerstone of this whole thing, a dopamine fast. Taking a full 30 days away from whatever your specific drug of choice is, your phone, sugar, shopping, it gives those gremlins on the pain side of your teeter-totter time to finally pack up their bags and leave. Research shows 2 weeks just isn't quite enough. That 30-day mark seems to be where the magic really happens, and it allows your brain's reward pathways to finally get back to a level state. Now, we have to be honest here. The first couple of weeks can be really tough. You're basically in withdrawal, and your brain is screaming for its usual fix. But, as this quote says, if you can just push through that initial discomfort, you'll start to come out the other side. You'll start to emerge from that deficit state as your brain rebalances itself. All right, the second key strategy is all about recognizing that our willpower is a finite resource. It runs out. So instead of trying to just muscle your way through temptation, you work smarter. You proactively change your environment. This is called self-binding, where you intentionally create barriers between you and your drug of choice. So the key is to plan ahead. You know you're going to be tempted, so what do? You create barriers. This can be physical, like literally not keeping junk food in your house. It can be based on time, like only checking social media for 1 hour a day. Or it can be technological, using apps that block certain websites. By doing this, you make one good decision up front, which makes all the little decisions that follow so much easier.
But resetting our brains isn't just a mechanical process of dopamine fasts and self-binding. It's really about rediscovering a life that isn't totally dependent on the next hit and finding community and support to help you along the way.
And for anyone out there who feels trapped in these cycles, this is probably the most important message to hear. No matter how deep you feel you are in it, finding your way back to balance is absolutely possible.
And you are definitely not alone in this. The titles you see on the screen, they represent countless real stories from real people who have walked this exact path. These aren't just titles. They're powerful reminders that whether you're battling social media addiction or hitting a spiritual rock bottom, a different, freer way of living isn't just a fantasy. It's within reach for everyone.
So, that leaves us with one final question to think about. In this crazy, modern dopamine rainforest we're all living in, what does a truly balanced life actually look like for you? And maybe more importantly, what's the first small step you can take today to start finding it?